The young maid had a mature body, but she always napped openly in the living room. The master watched with a burning desire. Just as he was about to reach out, his wife suddenly walked in. He awkwardly withdrew his hand and instructed the young maid to take a cup of coffee to the side. Then he left, feeling guilty. But the wife had already begun to suspect her husband. The young maid was brought home by her husband on one of his business trips, claiming she was an orphan with no parents or relatives, so she was brought home to work as a maid. The wife warmly welcomed the young maid into their home, even lending her clothes to wear. However, the family cat seemed to be terrified of the young maid. The freshly bathed young maid was as beautiful as a water lily, with delicate features and a graceful figure. The master's gaze occasionally wandered towards her. The wife, observing the young maid's youthful beauty, couldn't help but feel ashamed of her own aging appearance. Ever since the young maid arrived, the husband always claimed he was working late in the study, then he would sleep there for the night. The wife began to feel uneasy, especially since the young maid always appeared innocent and clueless, making it difficult for the wife to find a reason to be angry. Her constant worrying and overthinking at night led to nightmares, where her husband entered the young maid's room, startling her awake, only to find herself alone in bed. Where had her husband gone? She suddenly remembered her dream from earlier and headed to the young maid's room, but just outside the door, she heard ambiguous sounds. She couldn't believe her ears as she prepared to burst into